Namaste. There is always a silver lining to every moment or situation. There is always something good coming out even from a difficult situation. Take example of me. I lost my mother and father when I was 14 years old. I was a homeless person. Situation was very bad, but something good came out even from this bad situation. So there is always a silver lining. And now, when Venus arrives in Pisces, then that is the silver lining. In spite of having two eclipses, one that will happen on 25th March, that is lunar eclipse, and solar eclipse will happen on 8th April. In spite of having two eclipses, the silver lining is that Venus is arriving in Pisces. And that is one of the best position for Venus because Venus is exalted in Pisces. So my friends, and I say this especially to all my close followers, if you are going through some difficult phase, please be optimistic because very soon you will find this silver lining. And in this podcast, which is a holy special podcast, I have talked about this Venus transit in Pisces and how it will impact your zodiac sign. And along with that, I have also shared a beautiful story. So do listen to it and let's begin. Venus is not sex. Venus is love. And Venus in Pisces signify unconditional love. It is indeed a wonder that in the sign of Jupiter, Venus exalts. This is because the 12th house Jupiterian Pisces uplifts the Venusian love to greater heights of selfless, unconditional love. Jupiter transforms the selfish love of Venus into selfless love. And so now when Venus arrives in Pisces, it provides a perfect platform for those who seek true love. What is true love? True love is unconditional and selfless. When you say that I seek true love, then you first should be able to love others unconditionally. Paramahamsa Yogananda says, there is a magnet in your heart that will attract true friends. That magnet is unselfishness, thinking of others first. When you learn to live for others, they will live for you. Incidentally, Paramahamsa Yogananda's Venus was in trine with Jupiter in Pisces' 8th house. Whenever Jupiter comes in contact with Venus through a trine aspect, the qualities of Venus exalts. And then such an exalted Venus is no more limited to ordinary love. It transforms into spiritual love. Remember, the ordinary love is a demand. The real love is a sharing. It knows nothing of demand. It knows the joy of giving. Love is the true God, not the God of theologians, but the God of Buddha, the God of Jesus, Muhammad, the God of the Sufis. Whatever I share with you all is also out of love, unconditional love. And so now when Venus arrives in Pisces, it can prove beneficial for natives born with moon, sun, or ascendant in Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Natives of these three signs will experience an heightened state of awareness, love and emotional well-being. If you are in love or if you are in a relationship and you belong to Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, then you will truly enjoy many beautiful moments of love during this Venus transit period. Always remember, true love is very momentary, but what a moment! A single moment of love is equal to the whole eternity of love. I remember once I was visiting a great spiritual master who lived in the divine town of Alandi. When I entered in his room, he was on his bed and was about to sleep. But looking into my eyes, he could see the intensity of my love and devotion towards him. And instantly he stood up and then he talked with me for around 5 to 8 minutes. A true master can quickly connect with your love. He understands love more than you. Just a moment of love, and he quickly stood up and gave 5 minutes of his precious time. True love is very momentary, but what a moment! The transit of Venus in Pisces is financially beneficial for Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. If you are going through some financial troubles, then stay optimistic, as this transit of Venus can lead you to some good financial breakthroughs that would bring a big smile on your face. This is also a good time to go out with your good old friends and enjoy a get together or a beautiful party with your near and dear ones. For Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, the transit of Venus in Pisces can lead to some great news at your workplace. After the effect of lunar and solar eclipse is over, that is from 20th April onwards, you should expect good developments in your career and business. So stay optimistic, as very soon you are going to smile and enjoy the good times ahead. For Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, it is a time to spend in relaxation. This Venus transit will give you the opportunity to go on a good vacation and enjoy the good moments of life. Plan a trip towards the ocean. For you, it is going to be good if you spend some time on the beach, listening to the beautiful sounds of the ocean and enjoying a relaxing weekend or a beautiful vacation. You may also encounter some beautiful spiritual experiences during this Venus transit period. So stay tuned and get ready for a relaxing time ahead. Venus in Pisces becomes more beautiful when Jupiter is also placed well. So a lot depends on the placement of Jupiter. Currently the transiting Jupiter is in the sign of Aries, a sign next to Pisces. And so this closeness of Jupiter with Venus indicates that this is a perfect time for lovers, spiritual seekers and job seekers. Your wishes are soon going to come true. And so on this holy, I want to assure all my close followers that soon the transit of Venus is going to bring a big smile on your face. And when you smile, you look beautiful. So do send me a picture of your smiling face, because I am always very happy to see someone smiling. I think no money and no treasures can bring the kind of satisfaction that a big smile brings, at least to me for sure. Always remember, life is constant change. Except for change, everything else changes. Change is constant. Today I am with you all. Tomorrow I may be gone. I may be dead. I may get the orders from my master to now come back and drop everything. Change is constant, and so when you are going through difficult phase of life, remember With every passing day, you are coming closer and more closer to the end of the tunnel, to the end of the dark nights. But people are always in rush. People don't have patience. Ananda also had no patience. He was walking with his master Gautama Buddha, and they both had been walking for many hours. They wanted to reach the next town before sunset. They are rushing as fast as possible, but Buddha has become old, and Ananda himself is older than Buddha. They are worried that perhaps they will have to stay in the forest for the night. They will not be able to reach to the nearby town. They ask an old man, a farmer who is working in his field, "How far is the town?" And the old man says, "Not very far. Don't be worried. It is just 2 miles. At the most, you will reach." Buddha smiles. The old man smiles. Ananda could not understand what is going on. 2 miles have passed. There is no town yet, and they are more tired. An old woman is collecting wood, and Ananda asks her, "How far is the village?" And she says, "Not more than 2 miles. You have already reached. Don't be worried." Buddha laughs. The old woman laughs. And Ananda looks at both. What is this laughter? And after 2 miles, still there is no town. They ask a third man, and again the same question and the same situation. And Ananda drops his bag and he says, "I am not going to move anymore. I am so tired, and it seems we are never going to cross these 2 miles. 3 times we believed, but one question arises in my mind continuously." Living with Buddha for 40 years, he has learned how to live with such a man, not to ask him unnecessary questions. But he said, "Now if it is unnecessary or necessary, I don't care. One thing you have to tell me, why were you laughing when that old man said 2 miles, just 2 miles? And again you laughed with that old woman, and she also smiled. And again with the third person, the same thing happened. What was this laugh? What was transpiring between you people? You don't know them, they don't know you." Buddha said, "Our profession is the same. When I laughed, they laughed. They understood that this man belongs to the same kind of profession, where you have to keep people encouraged. Just 2 miles, just a little more," he said. "For my whole life, I have been doing that. People finally reach, but if from the very beginning you tell them 15 miles, they will drop then and there. But by 2 miles and 2 miles, they will pass 200 miles. And this is how the essence of life is. If you come to me and I tell you that you will be alright after 20 years, then you will fall on the ground then and there itself. But if I tell you that the town is just 2 miles away, you will continue to walk with hope in your heart. And that's exactly what should be done. Always remember, the town is just 2 miles away. And by 2 miles and 2 miles, one day you will pass through the entire 18 or 20 years of difficult Mahadasha. And then you will smile, and I am waiting to see that big smile on your face. I am waiting, and I will continue to wait, because I know the town is just 2 miles away. Happy Holi to all my close followers. Sometimes when I read your comments, my eyes become wet, but this is a public forum. Cannot mention individual names, though I know you love me and I love you. And this journey of sharing and caring will continue until we reach the town. And the town is just 2 miles away. Remember, the joy is in the journey and not in the destination. जय श्री गणेशा, जय गुरु.
ओम गम गणपतये नमः. ओम गम गणपतये नमः. ओम गम गणपतये नमः.